Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a few clips from Fat Fab Feminist where she's getting angry that there aren't enough plus-sized models. If the average person is overweight, why is there such a lack of representation in modeling? Her name is a real tongue twister. Try saying that one 3 times fast. Fat Fab Feminist, Fat Fab Feminist, Fat Fab Feminist. Professional. It's been a while since we checked in with Fat Fab Feminist, so I figured it was high time. It's been a while since I heard you complain about a bunch of stuff. It's been a while. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip from this same creator. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
I don't know why, but every fashion week, I am for some reason shocked at how little plus size clothing and plus size fashion is available and focused on in fashion week. It just blows my mind considering 2/3 of the American population are plus size. The majority of the United States is plus size, and they're completely just an afterthought in all of fashion weeks.
I wonder why it matters to you so much. Why are you living vicariously through Fashion Week or these models or whatever? Why do the models have to look like you? Is my real question here. Why is everybody so superficial? That looks like me. Now I have value. That always tripped me out, dude.
It's not over, so I can't decide how good this year is gonna be, but last year, not so good. This year, I'm not getting as much as I was hoping for.
Why is this giving your life and all of your personal decisions legitimacy?
And I don't know why I'm always shocked. I'm always shocked because this is such a big chunk of the population that is being excluded from fashion. And it's the one thing that will always surpass capitalism is people's bigotry and hatred for fat people.
Yeah, only people's hatred for fat people can surpass their thirst for capitalism, for goods and services. There's such an overlap with the fat acceptance community and people that are always trying to talk mess about capitalism. A lot of these kids today really have it out for capitalism, which is weird because we haven't had a whole lot of gulags and stuff with the current system. But some other systems have, and that's less than ideal, so I don't know why you keep glorifying them.
Just a reminder to any designer who's willing to listen, plus size people are a huge demographic that you were missing out on if you were not designing for that.
I don't want your business. My clothes are for people in a size 4 only. Maybe down to a size -2 only. I'm joking, of course. I don't design clothing.
Fat people deserve to be included in fashion as well. I just wish there was more of a place for fat people in this world of fashion because
So there's not enough room in that building for plus-size people, is what you're saying. The building isn't large enough to accommodate them all. Oh my God,
we deserve it and we belong here.
I maintain my position that nobody deserves anything. Or rather, people deserve what they've worked for. If your own self-worth comes from seeing people that look like you walking down the runway, I would say it's time to get a hobby or some other way to develop yourself personally, because this ain't it. If your number one concern in life is that people walking down the runway or people modeling clothes in the store look like you have a very easy life. Some people are wondering where their next meal is coming from. You're worried about what people walking down a runway look like. Next.
And I wish this was an exaggeration, but it's not.
Alright, it says less than 1% of models at the AW23 collections were plus size. Whatever happened to body inclusivity in fashion? Less than 1% were plus size? Oh my God, this is insane! No, I don't actually care at all. How many times can one person get upset about the lack of representation in modeling? Let's find out.
0.6% of the looks for this fashion week were plus size.
So you've gone ahead and done the math on this thing so you can feel more outraged.
And when I say plus size, I just mean anything above a size 14. 0.6%, do you understand what that means?
Does this mean that even larger people don't want to see larger models? Except for you? So maybe these high-end brands that do these fashion shows aren't really selling plus-size clothes that much. Maybe it's just down at your local Walmart, Kmart, Target, or whatever that you find a lot of plus-size clothes, but maybe not at Dolce & Gabbana or whatever the heck. I literally don't even know. Versace, Louis Vuitton, something, dude. I don't know. I don't know expensive brands, dude. I don't care. I couldn't care less.
Over 9,000 looks were shown, and around 50 of them. 50 out of 9,000 in 4 countries. Are you joking?
No, man, we ain't putting you on, baby. Like I said, though, maybe these are those high-end brands, and they don't sell plus-size clothes. Okay, high-end brands, Chanel, Gucci, Prada, Versace, Balenciaga, Hermes. I never heard of that one. You ever seen a Supreme sweater that was plus-sized? I have not. Although maybe they make it. I don't know. I'm not much of a fashionista myself.
So if you don't believe me, 0.6% right here. 9,137 looks. There was 219 shows. Only 17 of those 219 shows had a plus-size person in it.
Why is your self-worth tied into seeing plus-size models? That's what I'm getting from this. Since they didn't show people like me, I don't have any value. That's real weird to look at it that way.
95.6% of the looks were a 0 to 4.
I don't think these fashion shows were made for you. Or for me.
Like, keep in mind that 67% of women in the United States are plus size.
Hold on now. Your little graphic here says 67% of U.S. women are considered plus size. Downing Peters said. Who the hell is Downing Peters? He's got like a news anchor name, first name Downing. I am not taking any sort of advice from or believing the statistics from somebody named Downing. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name is TheCynicalDude. Yes, I expect you to say the part. Nice to meet you, TheCynicalDude. My name is Downing Peters, and I'm here to tell you about the statistics of plus-size people in the U.S. Oh, that's very interesting. I would love to hear those statistics. What? Downing? That's your first name? Downing. Your parents named you Downing. Like to put something down, but now it's a verb that has ing on the end. Downing. What? Yeah, I'm not taking a word you say about anything seriously. I'm sorry, Downing. I hate to be a downer, Downing, but no, I'm not listening to anything that you have to say about literally anything. Downing Peters, is this real? That is such a news anchor or weatherman name, dude.
Like, I just don't understand the disconnect between the reality of what women look like in this country and like what is seen in the fashion world.
Oh, like I said, their target market is likely a lot different because these are probably high-end fashion brands. I think one thing that you'll see is that rich people are not typically obese at all. All these high-end fashion brands are aimed at rich people. $200 for a t-shirt. And rich people, as I've said before, tend to take really good care of their health because they want to be alive to enjoy that money.
Like, it feels like I'm asking for a favor. Like, I'm begging for more brands to be inclusive, but like, that benefits the brands.
What does that mean in your own personal life if Balenciaga makes a plus-size shirt and has plus-size models? Now your life has more value?
Like 67%. Like the majority of the country and of women cannot shop your brand if you do not make inclusive clothing.
If you go to the Walmart, Target, Kmart fashion show, I bet they have plenty of plus-size models. And I'm not making fun of anybody that shops at those places. I buy all of my shirts at Walmart. This polo came from Walmart. This is the George brand. Notice his lovely collar and mustache comb necklace as they adorn this wonderful polo. It has some cotton in it, not all polyester. Walmart. Why not? It's there. That's going to be the new motto.
You should be making clothes for fat people. You should be showing fat people what they would look like in those clothes. I just will never understand why brands are so resistant to including fat people.
Well, I'm a little curious which brands were at these fashion shows, because like I said, those high-end brands aren't making plus-size clothes. But I have no idea what brands were actually there, so that's just speculation. Next. Here she is getting mad at this classic post that I made a video about previously. Here's a link.
Explain to me, as if I'm a 5-year-old, what part of this is fashion?
The part where you get all mad and stuff, and then it makes the rest of us laugh. No, that's comedy to me.
Because maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm misunderstanding because I'm not seeing it. What part of this is fashion?
Maybe you just don't understand the art, my friend. You see a thin girl in a very large pair of pants. I see a critique of today's modern socio-economic structure. But you know, I'm a little bit deeper. I look into things a little bit deeper. I see all kinds of stuff in there. I'm getting all kinds of visions and shit. When I see that photo, it makes me think to myself, gee, am I only standing in one pant leg of this garment called life? Am I not living to my full potential? See, I get all kinds of deep shit from that.
What part of a thin white woman wearing plus-size jeans is fashion? Is interesting, is revolutionary. Like, this is weird. This is weird. Whoever came up with this idea is weird. Whoever shot this is weird. Whoever published this is weird.
I think it's weird that you're getting so butthurt about it. You're like, hey, wait a minute. Those are my pants. I lost those pants.
She is weird. Now, if I was to say this is fatphobic, y'all would get mad and pressed. So I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna say it's fatphobic. I'm just gonna say it's weird as fuck. It's
okay. I don't think it's that weird. I think it's weird how so many people got butthurt about it. If a larger person puts on clothes that are too tight, do a bunch of thin people come out of the woodwork and get all butthurt about it? Hey, those are my pants. Hey, that's my shirt. What are you doing wearing that? You can't fit into that. No, you wouldn't see that. Because thin people aren't all insecure about their weight, so they're projecting those insecurities onto others.
So weird. And this is why I rarely care about what thin white women say about body positivity, because words don't really have much value to me. At the end of the day, my opinion on this does not matter to anyone. Like, she's still making money, she's still posting it, whatever. Y'all at the very least should be having more fat people in these design spaces, because you need someone to look at you in the face and tell you this is weird.
You need more fat people on your team so somebody could tell you that this is weird. I don't think they care.
Because every fat person I know can see this and like, I don't like it. That's weird, inappropriate. But
she doesn't need to change herself or her brand or the brands that she works with because of your feelings.
You're surrounded by thin people who are a size 2 who are like, oh yes, this is fashion. This just gave me the ick. Like, ew.
That whole rant gave me the ick. Ew. Now we're going to be taking a look at a bonus clip.
Fat liberation work has literally changed my life and the way that I view myself and my body. Right now, I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm at their place for the week, and I'm spending every single day in the pool with my friends who are much thinner than me, and I'm just existing in a bathing suit, not thinking about my body, just being able to enjoy myself without every single thought that I have being consumed by what I look like.
Right. Are you sure you're not insecure about what you look like? Because you're making a whole video about it right now.
It didn't even cross my mind to feel self-conscious about myself, because I know they're not judging me, I'm not judging myself. Like, I'm able to just like exist, and I just feel so at peace. I feel really happy.
Is this like some super fancy hotel, or is this somebody's house? If this is somebody's house, oh my god, this is insane. Look in the background at all these like terraces and stuff and vines everywhere. I don't know, making a video about how I'm so secure in my body and I don't care what anybody else thinks comes off as being insecure about your body and caring what everybody else thinks. If you didn't, you wouldn't have made this whole spiel about it. Ever since I started doing fat liberation work, all the normal things about being a human being, like being insecure and wondering what other people think, have gone away.
And I'm just so glad that I got to a point in my journey with accepting my body and loving my body that I can just like be a person.
You know what else can make you happy as a person and not care about what everybody else thinks? Confidence. Only through working on yourself and developing yourself as a person will you get the confidence to not care what all of these morons think.
Without thinking about my body all the time, and I don't know, like, fat liberation.
This whole thing is fake.
Has genuinely changed the way that I move throughout the world.
Because now you're not too ashamed to use a mobility scooter if you need to. Some fat people need strollers, like Jordan Underwood said, and that's fine. These will help me move throughout the world.
And I just hope that, like, everyone that follows me and all fat people can get to the point where, like, I am.
Well, if you're so happy and so confident, then why are you whispering at the camera? And how is it picking it up from this far away? Your phone has an amazing microphone.
Where I just, like, am able to exist and feel happy and comfortable in my body. And I don't know, I'm feeling really good right now.
All right, so that was interesting. She's in a pool whispering about how confident she is now and doesn't care about going out in a bikini with her friends. I'm glad if you really feel that way, but this feels like overcompensation, like you don't really feel that way. People typically get confidence from working on themselves and growing as a person, pun intended, not from joining some stupid movement that tells you not to worry about anything anymore. I seriously doubt you'll get any actual confidence from the body positivity movement. The whole movement is basically, there's nothing wrong with my body, fat is not a dirty word, and that's not real confidence. That's acting. Which is what I think that we just witnessed right there. I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. If you actually are confident and happy in the bikini, I'm happy for you. So what did you guys think? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.